Welcome, listeners, to the Gamer Headlines Show. Gamer Headlines' weekly entertainment podcast. This is episode 45. I'm one of your co-hosts, Adnan Riaz. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Chris Cortez.
C has come to.
C has come to.
Yes,
what?
C. Because I'm like C, you know? Like Chris.
C, yeah.
Stupid, sorry. And with us, our guest host, Hideo Kojima! Wouldn't that be awesome if we could say that? But anyway, guys, welcome to the show. I'm very burpy. I ate a donut right now. Let's jump right into Act 1. Animan, talk nerdy to me, my friend. What's been happening since last podcast?
Been a busy week, Chris, unfortunately. No Until Dawn, no Gears Ultimate Edition, just...
I know.
Being depressed.
I've
actually... Go.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, you know, you're saving up for the big guns. Like you're a methodical man, dude. You know that when Metal Gear comes out, like that's gonna overrun most of your time and shit.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't had much to do, but I did actually get time to, spin into things. This kind of links to last week's discussion of Talk Nerd to Me, which you can listen and find out what I talked about. But I actually watched Wes Craven's Scream.
Oh, the original Scream.
Yeah, the original Scream. Wes Craven's amazing classic that's still holding.
It's so great, dude. Did you want to wash? Yeah. Did you want to kind of like wash your mouth of the rubbish that is the MTV Scream series?
Well, yeah.
You're like, I need something good. Oh.
It just doesn't have anything on the benchmark like Scream set. It's just so great though, because it's the conversations he has Ghostface with. It's like, hello, Sydney. It's just like, it's so classic, and it's like, it has honestly aged like fine wine.
Yeah.
Just the kind of reference it has and what it's doing. It's like I still rank it as the pinnacle of satire. Like Cabin in the Woods is a close second, but I mean, like it doesn't even touch it. To being first place.
Did that scene happen? Was I correct in remembering that scene where Sydney's like in the grocery store and she's like, "All right, I guess I'll be okay." And then when she turns the corner, Ghostface is there, like shopping for groceries.
It's like when Dewey has that conversation with the police chief. He's like, "I thought you meant to retire." Nah, mate. But it's like, okay, like, didn't even know you were properly retired, but whatever. That was funny. It actually reminded me when you mentioned that. I was kind of laughing. But yeah, I kind of went back and watched, and it's just so great. I just love the horror references. I love like what it is. I think one of my favorite parts when I was watching again was when Billy's explaining, like, it's like she wants a motive, Steve. It kind of links back to that entire conversation that Randy has in the video store about motives being incidental. Like, it's the millennium. Motives are incidental. Millennium, I like that. No, but it's really cool how they do that and they kind of build up into it.
Yeah.
Gosh, and he kind of explains why he's killing them. It's like, ooh, okay. Makes more sense.
But
yeah, honestly, kind of...
Stu is peer pressure.
Yeah. That's so funny. He's on the phone. Peer pressure. It's like, peer pressure. It's like, you're not going to tell my mom, are you?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
my mama.
You bet your sweet ass I am.
And he just starts crying.
Oh, he's got so great. He's like, his acting just like, it's so really that fascinating. And your mum's no Sharon Stone, Sid.
Get it? Sharon Stone.
Yeah. It's just like, so many great references. It's like, this was going to be a real Scream. I'll be right back.
I know, he does it. He's so crazy, man. And like in that fight, because like the whole movie, you get like this notion of like, Stu is kind of like a little bit crazy, isn't he? But like crazy in terms of like teenager crazy. And it's not until that ending that you're like, no, he's just fucking crazy. He's batshit insane.
Yeah, that film is like one of the times where you go in there and no one will suss out who's the killer.
Yes,
because
totally.
the way it strays, it does exactly what Wes Craven does in Nightmare. He kind of strays the plot from left to right, and like you question everyone. So just the scenes like when Dewey's talking to Courtney, to what's her face, Courtney Cox's character, the reporter.
Gail Weathers.
Gail Weathers.
Right.
Yeah, and he's like, got a flashlight. And like, Dewey says, like, we should go for a walk. It's so kind of thing. It's like, he must be the killer. And it's like, no, he's not. Killer. It's like, he must be the killer. It's like, oh shit. And I think the best one where it builds up to be like, Billy's the killer. Like, he kind of puts that entire subplot where Sid's like, hey, who did you use your phone call on? You know, that single phone call you had? It's like, oh, and then it kind of leads up to the belief that she's going to catch him out, and then all of a sudden he gets stabbed, and then the big twist happens where it's two killers, and it's the two obvious main suspects.
Yeah. It's so well done, dude. Like, that was one of the first films, I think, where, like, you know, you're watching people and they're like, oh, he's the killer. Oh, no, he's the killer. And then at the end of the movie, like, everyone's like, you know, oh, who's the killer was wrong. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, I was wrong. You know, like one of those things.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just, you just can't call it in that film. It's so great.
Yeah.
Even the second one's not too bad. I think the third one has a better twist. That's just a single person.
Yeah, the second movie is kind of like there's no point to it if you really think about it. Like in the overall like story, there's really no point for it. Like, you know, you have like what's her face? Oh god, Billy Loomis's mom. You know, she's there, and like, you know, she's pissed. Her son's dead. She's just as crazy, whatever. And then what is it? And then the other guy was just some dude that wanted to like...
Oh, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey just wanted to kill, man, you know?
Yeah.
and just like Stu,
he wanted to go to court, blame it on the movies.
Yeah, he wanted to make it like the next OJ, you know?
I just like how he's getting really like hype. He's like, it's going to be so good. And then she just shoots him. It's like, yeah, okay.
I know, just like, fuck you, dude. And, what was it? And then the other, the third one was just so fucking cool, man. Like, to be honest, dude, I really think Scream 4 was, like, almost unnecessary. Like, the third movie, the trilogy makes sense, you know? When you play those three games, when you watch those three movies, you're just like, it makes complete sense. And then Scream 4 was, you could tell that was going to be the beginning of something new, and it just kind of didn't go in that direction because of, like, you know, how much money it made. Which is silly if you think about it, because it was like so many years after Part 3, but whatever. But yeah, no, I think 3 definitely has like one of the cooler twists where it's like one dude, and it's the one dude that's been doing everything from Part 1, you know. And then 4 is kind of like it's like another story, you know. It has no links to. It's not like actually there was a fourth person that was you know telling him what to do. Nothing like that. That would have destroyed 3's ending.
Yeah, it should have stopped at that point. It got too far before.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, and now people still want like a Scream 5, and it's like, dude, you don't want a Scream 5. Trust me.
You don't want Scream 5. It's done.
Yeah.
Scream is a piece of its time. It's like the 90s. It's like trying to remake American Pie for the 2000s. Like the reunion was done well, but it's just I don't think they fit their times. Like the same Ghostbusters. I've never watched Ghostbusters, but it feels like it's a piece of its time. Same with Jumanji. Imagine trying to make fucking Jumanji or like Hook or
kids are gonna be like, "What's a board game?" Like kids now are gonna be like, "Board game? What the fuck?" Like
exactly. You you like whatever kids do now. Like shit, mate.
Yeah, like where's the iPhone app?
They're on the iPhone app playing Jumanji.
The evil app Jumanji. It's free to play.
Let me Snapchat this fucking guy shooting at you whilst I run away.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Jumanji, the app, it's free to play, and it's like, oh, what's this? You cross this, you have to pay $10 to keep playing. Like that's the evil of this game. Like the in-app purchases are so expensive. Damn you! And it's made by Konami. That's the twist.
Konami.
We have entered the mobile game market with Jumanji. At that point, it almost like can cross over with like Terminator. Fuck it, make it that Skynet powered or something. I don't know. It becomes self-aware. Dude, you know what's the sad part? What we just described right now would be a better movie than what the remake of Jumanji is going to be. Like, probably, can you imagine going to the theaters and you're like, it's a fucking iPhone app? Like, really? They're playing it on an iPad? All right. Like, shitting on Robin Williams' grave, man. It's terrible. Dude, but yeah, I agree with you, man. The original Scream, fantastic fucking movie. Such a great movie. Kind of want to see it now, because we've been talking about Scream a lot, and this is like, I feel the tip of it. Well, no, dude, for me, I picked up Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is the 6th game I've bought this year of the 12 I could buy, and I'm saving the last 6 for, you know, like the cool, like Metal Gear, and there's a bunch of other stuff that's coming out like in October and November. But yeah, dude, I actually recorded a video. You guys can check it out. It's Chris Plays. It's popping up next week on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CRHappen. And But no, I really like it. I think it's a really cool re-release. It plays like very, very identical to Gears 1, but I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. There are some stuff that's annoying. The Dom AI is still just as bad as it was in... So when they were building it from the ground up, they did not lie. I mean, I haven't gotten to the ending yet, so I don't know if he immediately dies by Ram's hand. But I'm assuming he will. But no, it's a beautiful looking game. The cutscenes are like so good, man. Like they're really like well done. Like a lot more cinematic and closer in style to Gears 2 and 3. So it just makes it like it really is the ultimate edition in that respect. I've actually gotten really addicted to collecting the cog tags because I didn't give a shit about them in my original playthrough and back on 360, but if you collect the cog tags, you actually unlock pages in like 5 different comic books from Gears of War that they have for you to unlock. So I want to read those. I think it's really cool. So I'm actually really like into collecting the cog tags and making sure I search every nook and cranny while I'm playing. But dude, it's great. The HD, the 1080p looks awesome. The sound is really good. Like that's one thing. I have a sound bar and a subwoofer in my game room. So when I'm playing games, I have like really nice, big, bassy sound, and it's like digital surround, so it like sounds like it's going everywhere. It's so good, dude. Like it really just comes out really nice and just does well. Other than that, I can't think of anything else to off the top of my head. One thing I did think that was missing was I think it would have been cool as a bonus feature to have like maybe a behind the scenes video, because they have like concept art, they have the comic books, they added all that stuff. Yeah.
No, I agree with that, but I mean, like a lot of the behind-the-scenes videos are already online. They've been doing that, remastering Gears of War. They've pretty much done a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage stuff.
That's true. Yeah, and maybe it would have been a pain in the ass to add that on the disc. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah.
Oh no, I think like what they've done is very smart. It's just that they've retained everything about Gears. I think, like they said, they don't want to put Horde mode in it because it's Gears 1. Mm-hmm. It's not Gears 2. It's not Gears 3. It's Gears 1. It's gone back to this. It's gone back to basics and just like kind of evolved from there.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I'm fucking on my edge of my seat, literally, to fucking play that game. But from what I've heard, I kind of love how they speak about it. How they kind of like what the game is meant to be. What is it's kind of like for what it is, like a remaster and the price it is, and you get all the 4 Gears games, early access to it. It is, from what I've seen, probably the most amazing HD remaster / remake or whatever you want to call it of the game.
Yeah.
In recent memory. Like I just honestly cannot believe how much effort they've put into it and how amazing it looks.
It's definitely no. I agree, dude. It's for what you're getting. I think that it's a smarter, like it's $40, which I think so good that they priced it at $40, and the fact that they threw in the backwards compatibility, Gears games, the trilogy and that other game we won't talk about, that they threw in, like that is a great bundle. That's a great fucking price, In fact, I feel almost in a way they should have just incorporated those backwards compatible games into it, like Rare Replay. Just throw them in there. But, maybe the UI would have, I don't know, maybe it would have like this kind of coursed them, or I don't know what it is. But yeah, no, I love it, dude. I mean, I haven't played online yet. I intend tonight to do some co-op online because I want to get that Dom Curious achievement. That's another thing, by the way. Dom! That's another thing, by the way. The achievements are near identical to the Xbox 360 ones, which again, like I feel like playing this again, dude. It's
nostalgia.
I told Rebecca, my wife, I told her it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Majora's Mask 3D remake remaster that came out on 3DS earlier this year. If you play that game and you look at it right now, like in terms of graphics, the game doesn't look that good in terms of it looks like an N64 game, but they've remodeled things, they've added more details to things, they've changed character models completely, they've done all this stuff, made the controls better, stuff like that. So they got the N64 version, and it's almost like the game you remembered Like, if you go back and, you know, like how you remember a game and then you go back and play and you're like, wow, this is dog shit. Well, these remasters, I feel like they're making the games closer to what your memories of the games are. Like, they're transitioning them to, like, new technology. You know what I mean? And things like that to make them better. Gears, I feel, is just like that. Like, like, when you're playing it, you're like, my God, this is exactly like I remember it. But I'm sure if I were to get Gears of War right now and pop it into my Xbox 360, it would so not look like what I'm playing. It'd be like a big, vast difference, like a 2006 game compared to a 2015 game. Yeah, basically, bottom line, I totally recommend it as a purchase. I think it's a great game. I think if you're a huge Gears fan, $40, go for it. I could see how you might want to skip it for now and maybe get it cheaper, because maybe, you'd rather spend those $40 on another game, like a new game that's coming out, like Tomb Raider, or I know Halo's right around the corner. So I could understand why someone would do that. But if you have the extra $40 and you could spare it, like, buy it. It's so good. And plus you get the other game. So if you're like a noob and you've never played Gears, which I'm sorry for that, you can get this, and then you get all the other games anyway. So you could play them all this November and just keep the gears going. Keep the Dom going.
I just love that it's there. It's so great. I'm definitely going to pick it when I get the chance.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And I'll play the multiplayer soon, and I'll be able to have an update on that. But for now, I haven't played it yet. But I did do the beta, and the beta was great. So I'm assuming it's going to be just as good on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.